Okay, so welcome back to the next workout. So let's continue this in good form and good spirit. So we're going to go straight into the warm-up as I talk you through a few things, so no time to waste. Let's start off, as per usual, with some nice little jogging on the spot. Let's start to get that heart rate going and just follow me along with what I'm doing. So look at me while I'm doing the exercises and just follow. And in the meantime, I'm going to talk you through today because we're going to slightly mix a few things up, change it around a bit. First up, we're going to do what we call AMRAP, which is very much like a CrossFit style thing. So it stands for as many rounds or reps as possible. So we're going to put an 8-minute timer on the clock. So I just follow what I'm doing as well, so I don't have to talk it through. We're going to put an 8-minute timer on the clock, and within that 8 minutes, we have got 3 movements to do reps for. So I'm going to tell you how many reps you need to do, and I'll put it on screen as well. And then you repeat those reps and rounds and movements as many times as you can do inside that 8 minutes. So of course I'll be doing it with you, but there's no race, there's no rush, you go at your own speed. So for example, the 3 movements are going to be squats, mountain climbers, and then some single leg glute bridges. So like I said at the previous video, we're going to start to load up a couple of slightly different movements. So now if we just do some side twists. So squats we're familiar with. That's very basic sort of stuff. Then we're going to go into some mountain climbers, which I'm just going to show you in a second after I've done the warm-up. And then we're going to go into single leg glute bridge, which we might be roughly familiar with because we've done glute bridges, but they're just a little bit different at the same time. So let's now just do the kick forwards and backs. And the reps are going to be 10 reps of each. We keep it simple. So 10 squats, then straight into 10 mountain climbers, which I'll show you, and then straight into 10 glute bridges per leg. So let me just show you those. So now, if you just, again, you're following me along with what I'm doing, just going to open up the hips a little bit. Again, if you've been following along from the start, this warm-up will be kind of second nature by now. It's all fairly similar. If you're just tuning in now, then hope you enjoy the workout. And then hopefully you'll look back at some of the previous ones so you can see what else we've been doing to get to this level. You now, if you just keep on jogging, just to keep the heart rate going, nothing too fast, I'm going to show you, but just keep your movement up, don't let your heart rate drop. Squats, we know by now. So mountain climbers, I'm sure you will be familiar, but you get into a plank, and for today, once you're in a plank, we're going to do them slowly. So we're going to do 10 of these. So that's 2, 3, 4, touching my toe on the floor, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's the sort of speed we go. We're not rushing it too much. The key thing with climbers, the biggest mistake I see, bum up in the air and hands out in front, and people do this. No. We come all the way down into a good quality plank. The clue's in the name. Your body should be a plank. There should be no hinge at all. Your body's straight down to the ground, and then your knees are very fractionally above the floor. If you notice that my knees are only hovering above the floor, they're not coming up here, they're staying low, like that. That's the climber. If you do it properly, you will know about it. The glute bridge, the single leg glute bridge, is the same as we've been doing all the way through. So this is the glute bridge. However, this time we're going to lift one leg up off the floor, bend it, keep it up, and just go up and down with one. Like so, squeezing that bum, and then once you've done 10 reps on that side, you're then going to do 10 reps on this side. With single leg stuff like that, you might start to get a bit of cramp in your hamstrings, but enjoy it. Embrace the cramp. It's all part of the movement, so it's a little bit tougher. So some of those now are a little bit tougher than previous workouts. However, hopefully you're still moving, you're still jogging. We're going to crack on. So I'm going to put an 8-minute timer. Follow me along. So the principle now is that there's no rest in between at all. Once you've done the 10 squats, I'm then straight onto the floor for my 10 mountain climbers, and then straight onto my back for my 10 bridges. Then that one round might take me a minute and a half. I'm then getting straight back up to go straight back into squats. And I'm cycling those movements over and over again for as many rounds as I can do inside the 8 minutes. So hopefully that makes sense. If not, when I start the timer, just follow me along and just keep doing. You'll notice that I'm keeping on going. There's no rest in the next 8 minutes at all, if possible. So let's get ready. I'm going to start the timer. I'm going to have it out in front of me here. So we've got 7 seconds before we're starting off with 10 squats. Count your own reps. I cannot count your reps. So 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So now the 8-minute timer has begun. There's no stopping now, all the way through to the end of the 8 minutes. and I'll give you heads up as to how far we've gone and as to how far we're going on, and we've got. And because I'm speaking, I've now totally forgot to count my reps. So I'm assuming that I'll be on about 9, 10, but you go at your own speed. So that's 10. I'm now going into my 10 climbers. I'm not waiting for anyone else. 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. That's my 10 of those done. Then I'm straight onto my back. You can see what I'm talking about. It's all quick. You try to get as many reps done as you can. These ones are a bit slower pace. I don't rush these ones. 10 per leg. However, some people might still be on the squats or on the climbers. Don't keep up with me on my account. Just do what you can do. And if you go faster than me, then even better. Also, my counting might not be the most accurate, so don't count my reps. It's very hard to chat and count at the same time. Okay, so for me, that's one round done. That's taken me about a minute and a half, actually, funny enough. So I'm now going to go straight back into squats. Hopefully by now you get the gist. I'm just cycling 10 reps over and over again of these 3 movements at my own speed. If you need a breather in between, have a breather. No one's judging, no one's bothered. Just do what you can do. Try to work as hard as you can. But yeah, hopefully you get the gist. Go at your own speed. I will keep on saying that. Okay, I'm down into my climbers. Slow tempo climbers. So rep every second. Okay, good. So we're about 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes of the time has gone. So we've got just under 6 minutes left. And you know that you've done an AMRAP correctly because you will, or you should, be relatively tired by the end of it. You've worked yourself hard inside that 8 minutes. Sometimes you don't need that long in the gym. You just need to work yourself hard whilst you're there. And again, these single leg glute bridges can be quite tiring after a while. So if you want to revert back to the double leg, the 2 legs, you can, but try to do 20 of them instead of 10. You won't hear many beeps now because the time is just rolling. Okay, I think that was 10. That's another round done. So your 5 minutes remaining. What's next? I totally forgot the order. Squats. Here we go. I'm back into round 3 now. My counting is absolutely dire. That was a shocker. That was 12, but keep going. Good, that's a 10. This round, I'm going to just show you the alternative. So I'm going to go for 20 normal glute bridges instead of doing single legs. This is just 2 feet on the floor. But I'll say it again, some of you might not be doing this. You might be doing your squats. So just ignore what I'm doing, but sort of listen to what I'm saying at the same time. So that's halfway. That's halfway. We've got a little bit of time left, about 4 minutes left. Starting to feel it a bit burny now. That's part of the plan. Hopefully starting to kick in a bit for you. Again, my reps are all over the place here, but we'll just keep going. So now back up into the squats. We just cycle over and over again. 10 reps of each. Or if you're doing the 2-legged glute bridge, the usual one, you can do 20. If it's single leg, you do 10 per side. And I'm going to give you a heads up that after this we have one more phase to do, but that phase is a little bit shorter, easier than previously. So try to put as much work into this phase as you possibly can, because the next phase isn't quite as tough. So hopefully by the end of this 8 minutes you would have worked yourself hard enough to almost feel like you're done. You should almost feel like you're ready to stop. Then I'll give you a bit of a breather before the slightly easier phase 2. I don't want to overload it too soon, as I'm aware that lots of people may be beginning their fitness journey. Oh, so let's now switch over. Good. Okay, that's another round done. We've got about 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. I don't know what round I'm on now. It might be 4 or 5. Count your own rounds, count your own reps. If you're keeping up with me, then all the better. If you're going faster than me, then fair dinkum doos, that's very well played. And if you're going at your own speed, then keep doing that. Whatever you're doing is good. Okay, let's climbers. And then this time I'm going to do double glute bridges again for 20. And you're also more than welcome to mix it up. If you're getting bored of the single legs or it's getting tiring. 1
minute.
There we go, that's the 1 minute mark, so last minute. You can also mix it up and go for 20 normal glute bridges. So we've got a minute, just under a minute left now, so we're trying to really squeeze out as many final reps as we can. As soon as the timer beeps, that's this AMRAP done. Then you get a bit of a breather before the next phase. So this workout actually is going to be under 20 minutes, but this is a bit more intense. Oh yeah, feel that. It's kicking in now. The high reps are sometimes the best policy. Okay. Final 10 seconds, so I'm just going to squeeze out a couple of squats. So you go all the way through to the beep. So final 5, I'll count you down. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. So you stop as soon as the beep stop. You might have been on 7 reps or 8 reps, it doesn't matter. The whole point of AMRAP is you go for a time frame. As soon as that stops, wherever you are, you stop. So yeah, that's got the heart rate up. It's got a bit of sweat going. Hopefully it's done the same for you. So I'll give you a couple of minutes now to recover. We're not done yet, but that has taken a big chunk of the workout up. Because as you may have noticed, previously we would do kind of a 30-second work, little breather, and inside 7 to 8 minutes we get 3 rounds done, because it was all on time. Whereas this time we've got about 5 to 6 rounds done maybe in the same time frame. So you do get a lot more done. So that lack of rest, you basically take out all the rest. Just movement after movement is relentless. So that's why you need a bit more to recover. So while you're recovering, having your water, I'm going to talk you through phase number 2. And this is back to the original style. So it's going to be 30 seconds on, 15-second recovery with 3 movements and 2 rounds in total. So the movements are as follows. A couple of different ones in here today. So single leg deadlifts. So we're going to start to really work out the hammies. Just while I'm explaining, get your water and get your rest. Single leg deadlifts are all about balance. So I'm going to stand on my left leg. I'm going to lift my right leg up slightly off the floor, and then from here I'm going to focus on something in front of me, and with my right hand, so my opposite hand to leg, time to get confused, we go down nice and slowly to the ground and then back up to the top. I'm resting here, slowly down to the ground, back up to the top. So it's actually not too dissimilar from a Superman on the ground, however this time we're standing up. As I go down with my hand, my back leg is getting kicked up and I'm squeezing my bum here at the top, and then have my other hand out to rest. So if I just switch over legs so you can see it on the other side. Now my right leg's balancing, my left hand is coming down to the toe, and I'm back like so. Up and down at this sort of speed, but every single time you've done a rep, you put your foot down in between. So don't keep the foot off. Once you've done your rep, you come here, foot down briefly, stand up tall, back down, complete the rep, foot down. Don't do this. Don't do this. Put your foot down here and then stand up. You want to be able to have the balance to complete the rep comfortably and then put your foot down. That's in a perfect world. It's tough. So we are going to do 30 seconds of that, which will be 15 seconds per leg. So at the halfway mark, we switch over. Push-ups, number 2, which I don't need to show you because hopefully you've been following that along from the start. And then ab crunches, number 3. Again, don't need to show you that because they're fairly basic. Just follow me as I go. So that's a couple minutes, maybe 3-minute recovery you've had there. So let me just get my timer sorted. 3 rounds to do. So this will be 2 rounds should I say to do. This will be relatively quick, about 5 minutes of work, and then you're done. So let's get ready to rock and roll. 30 seconds of single leg deadlifts to start you off. I'm going to start on my left leg. When you hear the beep, you switch over. So 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Not every rep is going to be perfect. You're trying to control the movement. You can bend this front leg if you want to, or you can keep it straight. It's up to you. So there's about 5 seconds, then we're going to switch over. So I'm going to go for one more. I'm now going to switch over legs. Hopefully you do the same. My right leg is a little bit more wobbly than my left leg. But again, all fairly common stuff. You might find that your standing leg is a bit stronger. So 3, 2, 1, and good. Okay, so that's movement done. 15-second breather, push-ups. I will do the first round on my knees and then second round on my toes. So you get an idea of both. So here we go. Remember, elbows tucked in and we're off. Elbows tucked in. If you want to, you can get your belly on the floor if it helps, but just try to get that depth on the push-up. Good. Halfway, that's that beep. Hopefully you can hear that. And brilliant. And now ab crunches, so straight onto your back, keeping that sort of speed and tempo up. We're doing well so far. So I'm here, lifting my knees up, elbows tucked in, hands on ears, and let's go. I'm squeezing the core up nice and high. I'm not bringing my knees in. I'm not trying to crunch up the knees. I'm keeping my knees where they are. I'm trying to reach my knees with my elbows. Really crunch up on the core. But don't forget, after this, we've only got 1 round left. So we're not overloading it too soon. But so far we're doing well. Keep it going. Oh, yes. Good. Okay, so round number 1 done. Here's your brief 30-second recovery. We just need to do that 1 more time. Then you're finited. So 20 seconds, we're going to go back into the single leg deadlifts. Balance is key. The biggest tip I can give you is stare at a dot just in front of you on the ground and slow it down. Don't rush the movement. It takes a while to get your balance and coordination up. So 5 seconds, let's get ready. I'm starting off with my left leg again.
Let's go.
Here we go. And again, some reps might be good, some reps might be a little bit wobbly. It's all part of the process. But again, you can load this movement up with a weight further down the line. It's actually, a lot of athletes like this sort of movement because it builds up their coordination, balance, and strength. So it's a real good one. One more rep. Nice. And hopefully, I just realised what I didn't do. Hopefully you switched over legs, because I didn't. Anyway, I'm keeping it in there. It's all live, it's all uncut. So now I'm going to the push-ups. I've had a bit of a mare there. So let's now go to the push-ups. I'm going to do them on my toes. Last round.
Let's go.
Here we go. Got to get used to these live workouts, you know, there. Any mistake doesn't go unnoticed. All the way through the round we're doing push-ups. See if we can squeeze out as many as we possibly can. I'm going to go a little bit wider grip now as well. You can change your grip a little bit. Taking my time. Good, so that's the push-ups done. Let's now finally go for your crunches. Make these as good as you possibly can. We know the deal by now. So 3, 2, 1, and let's go. And if you remember back to that first sort of workout we did with these in it, I was always saying do not pull on your head. So yeah, try not to pull on your neck. My hands are just by my ears and they're not pulling. I'm doing the work with my core. So we've got about 10 seconds remaining, so let's keep working. After this, we'll have a quick stretch. Squeeze.
Well done.
Good, well done. And again, hopefully you can hear those beeps and that was all clear enough. So that was a workout done. And even though it's probably your shortest workout so far, it may be one of the toughest because of the nature of what we have done. So let's get stretched and cooled down. Won't keep you for too long. It's always good to have a nice quick workout in there every now and then. So as per usual, you might know the deal. Let's get the back twisting again. Let's get it a bit looser. A couple of minutes to get cool. And then that's the first 4 workouts done. Like I said, this is kind of like a course or just a few workouts put together. We've got 10 workouts in total. So this is already workout number 4. And like I said, from workout number 1 back 4 workouts ago to workout number 10 will be a gradual progression of easier to tougher. So yeah, follow it along if and when you possibly can. Let's do the quads. Let's just stretch them out a little bit. But yeah, this course is targeted at, I don't like using the word beginners because it might not sound the best word, but yeah, it's technically at people that aren't familiar with certain movements or kind of new to exercise or have got new goals that they want to do. For those that are more advanced and looking for something a bit different, this course may not be the best one for you. You might find it relatively comfortable, but you can always give it a try because sometimes a little twist up in your normal routine does the wonders, does the body wonders, should I say. So now let's just loosen up the hammies. So let's do what we did in the previous one. Cross the legs over, fall forward at the hips and relaxing the body. Again, hopefully you're just following what I'm doing on screen because I'm not always talking it through. Hopefully you can get the gist by watching. Let's come back to the top and let's switch over the other way. Then we've got one more stretch to do after this. Nice, and then finally we're just going to do the traps in the top of the back. So put our hands out in front of us and kind of overlap them like this. We're then going to push out in front of us as far as we possibly can, bring our shoulder blades forward and try to rip apart your back a little. You're ripping it apart, you're pulling out nice and far. You should get a lovely stretch going down your back. So almost there. So 3, 2, and 1. You can now shake off and relax a little bit. You are done for the day. So thanks again for tuning into the workout. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you got a bit of a sweat on and a bit of a burn. But I will now see you next in for the workout numero 5. It's getting exciting. We're halfway there. But yeah, have a good one. Eat that protein, get that rest in, and I'll see you next time.